Welcome to this tutorial on data aggregation and grouping in SQL. This is what we are going to learn today in this video. Stay tuned till the end. Data aggregation is the process of summarizing, combining, or consolidating data. In SQL, aggregation allows you to perform calculations like counting rows, averaging values, and finding minimum or maximum values. This is incredibly useful for generating reports or performing analyses where you want to group data and extract high-level insights. The group by clause is used to group rows that have the same values in specified columns into summary rows. Typically, it's used in conjunction with aggregate functions to perform operations on groups of data rather than on individual rows. For example, you can group all orders by customer ID to calculate the total amount spent by each customer. In the group by syntax, column 1 is the column to group by. Aggregate function, column 2, performs an aggregate operation on the grouped rows. Let's take a group by example. Imagine you have a list of all sales, and you want to know how much each customer has spent in total. This query does exactly that. It looks at all the sales, groups them by customer, and adds up the total amount for each customer. It's like sorting receipts by customer and calculating each customer's total spending. SQL provides several built-in aggregate functions that allow you to perform calculations on a group of rows. The most commonly used aggregate functions include count, counts the number of rows; sum, adds up numeric values; average, calculates the average value; min, finds the minimum value; max, finds the maximum value. These functions can be used in combination with the group by clause to summarize data effectively. The count function is one of the most basic and widely used aggregate functions in SQL. It allows you to count the number of rows in a table or the number of non-null values in a particular column. This is especially useful when you want to know how many records meet specific criteria. Let's see a count star example now. This query counts how many employees are in each department. It's like having employees line up in groups based on their department and then counting how many people are in each line. The sum function is used to add up numeric values in a column, while the average function calculates the average of those values. These functions are particularly useful for financial reporting, such as calculating total sales or average salaries. The sum function query is same as the group by function query and gives us the same output. This query helps you understand the average salary in each department of a company. It takes all employees, groups them by their department, and then calculates the average salary for each group. It's similar to sorting employees into department teams and finding the average salary for each team. The min and max functions allow you to find the smallest and largest values in a dataset, respectively. These functions are helpful when you want to identify the highest or lowest values in a column, such as the highest sales amount or the earliest hire date. This query finds the earliest hire date among all employees. It's like looking through all employee records and finding the oldest started working here date. This query finds the largest single total sales amount. It's like looking through all sales receipts and finding the biggest one. This could represent the highest order made. The having clause is similar to the where clause, but is used to filter groups of data rather than individual rows. It is often used in combination with the group by clause to apply conditions to aggregated results. For example, you can use having to find departments with an average salary greater than $45,000. This query is similar to the average function query, but it only shows departments where the average salary is more than $45,000. It's like calculating average salaries for each department, but then only reporting the departments where people earn more than $45,000 on average. Let's put everything we've learned together in a practical example. We will use group by, sum, and having for this. You're tasked with analyzing sales data to find the total sales per customer and filter out those with total purchases above $1,000. This query only shows customers who have spent more than $1,000 in total. It's like adding up each customer's purchases, but then only listing the customers who have spent more than $1,000 overall. While aggregation is powerful, it can sometimes slow down performance, especially when working with large datasets. It's important to ensure your queries are optimized. Indexing the columns involved in group by or having can significantly improve query performance. Additionally, avoid unnecessary aggregation when you only need raw data. In this video, we explored data aggregation and grouping in SQL. We covered key aggregate functions like count, sum, average, min, and max, and demonstrated how to use the group by and having clauses to summarize and filter data. These techniques are essential for reporting and analysis in any data-driven environment. In the next video, we will dive into SQL for data cleaning and transformation, a crucial skill for preparing raw data for analysis. Be sure to subscribe, like the video, and leave your questions in the comments.